All right now. All right. Whoo. Gotta compose myself. Gotta compose myself. Matthew, thank you for tuning in. Blade Vigilante. Eyeballs are watching me, people. Man. Whoo, we got a good one. Full analysis and breakdown of Pedro's live about the liars, the whatever, and mental health. Just got back from the dog park. I said I was watching Sin City deliveries, and I was like, yep, it's about time for uh the news to go ahead and break this down. As you all know, I was the first person to click on there. We're going to get into that. But before we do that, first, people, you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. I am the official news channel, okay, of the gig economy. Doesn't matter what community I am in, I rep it. I bring what happens over here. I let them know what we do, especially when there was a time, with the Roe v. Wade, and I was letting them know how many of those Plan Bs we drop off that are not in the statistics when they have to report their numbers in the other communities I was in. They were like, "What the hell? We didn't even know that." See, some political issues, the gig world plays into some of that. A lot of you people don't know that stuff. So wherever I am, the gig world I'm representing. I represent as well every single community that I am in, as you see by the many videos that when I do collaborations or when someone shouts me out, I go ahead and throw that up. They went ahead and did another one yesterday. The Information Man Show. What a great show. This black man is doing a lot of great things. Big ups. Thanks you for subscribing. My man has 15,000 subscribers. It's got the millions of views. He speaks about all political issues, things that's happening all around the place. He focuses mainly attention on things that's going on, with ethnicities, black, white, it don't matter what it is. He breaks it down. Great, 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 great channel. If you would like to go and expand your mind, your knowledge, he has the videos that play. He breaks them down and goes in with all of that. Okay, all of that right there. He does all of that. So head over there, check out the channel. It is very, very great. All right. I want to give a shout out to Eli. Okay, Coach Eli. I understand the coach. Okay, I understand the coach. When I am not doing this, I am known as Coach Reese. Uh, I'm a nationally certified nutritionist, okay, personal trainer through NASM. That's the National Academy of Sports Medicine. Nationally certified through that also, okay. And when it comes to being a coach, you're coaching people. Some of the people I had to refer them to a life coach so it can help them out with me when I'm dealing with them and everything else. So, Coach Eli, much respect there, okay, much respect there. Uh, you guys don't know much about this channel here. I am the news channel, but it is a variety channel also. You'll see through my videos there's a lot. There's food reviews, there's interviews with the merchants and drivers, and just regular interviews. There's things with nature. I show my encounters with wild animals when they do appear. I show those. I show the different sceneries that I am dipping through, so you guys can get a chance to see what it is or how it is driving around in California. Go ahead and hit my button if you want to. Okay. Um, I'm going to get right into this right now. A lot of people, I know my main man TFT said that he's tired of the drama. And, you know, it's kind of hard. I'll speak on that first. It's kind of hard. And I'll explain why that the drama is always there. Now, Coach Eli has been on this space for 6 years. Last night, Pedro said, "You've been on me for 6 years." Pedro's been on this thing for 6 years. Okay. That's just two people in 6 years. And they had something going on 6 years ago. The more people subscribe and watch the other channels and join other networks is what I would say. You get more people that's not going to like a person there, and no matter what they do, it's always going to be there. It's been there before I came in here. It's going to be here long after I am done. And um, that's just that there. Now, there's never been a news channel to report it and bring it out to light. That's why I have the Hollywood gig version. That's for like all like the drama, like the National Enquirer news, and you watch people just do idiot things. You see that in the Hollywood gig news. I have to do a separate, instead of making a separate channel, I just created a second stage of my news channel, and now we have the official news. And then even though it's Hollywood gig news, it's still official because these people are really doing these things. And by the way, check out the most outrageous delivery drivers caught on tape, volume 1 and volume 2. You will not disappoint yourself by clicking on it. Okay, you will not disappoint yourself by clicking on it. The drama is always going to be here. It's going to stay. It's been here for a long time. Let me say that one more time. It's been here for a long time, and it is going to stay. During this live reaction, okay, and breakdown and analysis of what happened yesterday, there's going to be some people, when I say their names, um, you played your part in what happened also. All right. And you'll see what I mean. All right. So without further ado, everyone saw that Pedro called out a bunch of people and he was talking and everything else like that. And I'm going to put my short up of me trying to see where the link is, because you know when you're watching on YouTube and the link is pinned, it says StreamYard or whatever it is, link in blue, and you can click the link. So before I was even able to click the link, I could not find the link. He still had me blocked, even though he said he unblocked a lot of people. I was one of the people that he really did not want any smoke with, so he kept me blocked. So if I was to not show up when he was calling everybody out, he would not have told you guys that I was blocked. He would have said, well, I unblocked everyone. And you guys would have said, well, HotFacts is a punk. He's scary. He didn't even want to get up there. You would have said all of that stuff. Well, let me just tell you this. HotFacts is HotFacts. I ain't afraid of nobody. Everyone's afraid to click my link, because we see what people do when they're on their own channels. Okay, they control the whatever, the mutes. I got muted a gang of times and I still won, and I'll explain how that was. You guys are going to be like, what the hell, what do you mean you won? Oh my goodness, so great, so great. All right, so let's get into it. Pedro was wanted to respond to me about a video that I did, and it had the it had the Instacart order there, and I used that video, and I spoke about another video. For those of you who don't know, I drove for Instacart in 2017. Once I saw that you're going to be getting 3 shopping carts doing it for the restaurants and all that stuff, I said never again. I said never again. That app was not for me. A lot of you guys need to start doing that. Once you see that it's not for you, it is not for you. Okay? Jeff Thomas Black, what's up? It's not for you. So he made a reaction off of that video, okay? Not knowing that. And I'm going to give it to you guys like this. Me and Pedro have had a back and forth for over a year now. We had like a 4-month, 4.5 months, 5 months where we just like, it was like a ceasefire. And it's back because, like I was saying back then, he's in the middle of pretty much everything. All right. Pedro said that, before I get into the story, that it's been going on for 2 years. My very first video, people, was in February, on the 22nd of February of 22. I still have until this February coming up before I even hit 2 years. All right. He said, no one watches my channel. Right. He said that, but he reviewed this video. He said 6 people maybe have watched it. He said 6 people sent him a video. I don't think 6 people sent him anything. It was just him watching because he writes the nutsack, and I'll tell you exactly how. But he said no one watches Hot Facts. My buddy Uber Jeep AZ did a live, and he was telling people, all these content creators out there, I go on Social Blade and I look at what they're doing. For those of you who don't know, I have used it so many times on this channel here. Social Blade is our official reference for all the stats and data. The only thing it's not going to have accurately is how much money you are making, because they can't put your financials up there. We are not like the professional sports leagues, like the Major League, baseball, NFL, NBA, how you can see their salaries. But they give an estimate, okay? And they give a huge estimate, so you really don't know. Only the person that controls the channel knows. All right. It also shows you your views. Right now, I average 3,000 views a day. That's what I average. I average 3,000 views a day. Okay. And I have 3.6 million views here. I have another something million views on Instagram. I have 1 million combined on my 2 Facebook accounts. And I have a few 100,000 on TikTok. So people watch Hot Facts. I just got to go ahead and keep this real before we go ahead and break this down. Now, Pedro said that. And people, before I hopped on, he gave his little thing like this too. So you got to give that same respect. He said, I had Robert back on when he had like 40 subs. That is correct. Now, if I am not even on my second year and I am at 11,512 subscribers right now, okay? I was fully monetized with 1,000 subs in 6.5, 7 months. Okay, fully monetized with over 1,000 subs. Actually, when I got monetized, I went over and it ended up being about 3,000 something subs. I ended up being in the same group with Hannibal and all them so fast because people watch Hot Facts. Now, from the 40 subscribers I had when I started, that was maybe I have had like 7 videos in. So my message in my video was very important. I put a clip up in my community post, and it's Pedro saying to come check me out because I'm dropping knowledge and I got jewels. I had like 7 videos out. He heard he saw what I was doing at 7 videos and was like, he's going to be a problem. We better try to control this, and it backfired. So I have 40 subs then, right? And I have 11,512 subs now. Okay. In under 2 years. All right. He's been on for 6 years. He's got 67,000 subs right now. But we all know that from the subs he acquired from stealing the TikToks, I minus all those, like how they do when you use PEDs in sports. I use that analogy, and then he regurgitated what I used on the PEDs last night when he was giving his little speech. But he stole that from me also. So if he's been on for 6 years and that's where he is there, I've been on for about, going on 2 years, as what most would say. People are watching me at a higher rate than when they were watching you. Now, I say that because you were disrespectful then. Ricky Knight was on the lounge last night. I shared this clip in my community post. He was saying, no, Pedro used to go in UDM's chats and all the other content creators and spam their chats and tell them to go and watch him on his channel. That's why a lot of people don't like people spamming chats and going promoting links, because Pedro, when he first came in, there are people out there that actually do that, and we don't like that. But he was one of those going into other channels to listen to this, to steal subscribers away from other content creators. So off the top, he was already a thief. Off the top, he was already a scammer and a thief. Off the top, inside the community chats, inside the posts during the lives. That was Pedro DoorDash Santiago. Okay. He was doing all of this stuff. Now, once he was getting the people in, he had to manipulate all these people to keep them rocking with him. So he had to find an edge to do. Decline now and all that other stuff was in. He said, what can I do? Let's do the no tip, no trip. Bam, bam, bam. I got to keep doing something that's going to keep me having these people here. That's Pedro. Now, people, Let's get to the video. Pedro said, look at this guy. He's making up everything. Like, what is he talking about? First of all, people, I never did this. I never said that. This never happened. You can see the orders on Instacart before you accept it. So that he proved my point by saying that. When I said, when you click to accept, you can see the order. I did that so he can speak, and he's engaging with my content, which means I am reeling him in. I knew exactly what to do. I am the only person that can handle Pedro like this, that he runs. He ran from and kicked me off that stream. He kicked me off that stream. Okay, now that was not cool. And I'll give you an example of him running off after I go through all this. All right. I knew exactly what to do to get up under his skin, because Pedro said, I will never go on his show again. I'm never going to talk to the dude and all that stuff. So if he is not willingly going to come and click the link when I call it out, how I do with him, I go click the link. If he's not willing enough to click the link, how are we going to have a conversation? Now, check this, people. I told him backstage when he was trying to say I was lying and all this other stuff. It's called investigative journalism. Okay. Now, remember, I told you guys, you have to be objective, subjective, and a detective. Now, we know what detectives and police officers do, right? When they want to catch the drunk drivers, they set up a DUI. You don't a DUI checkpoint. You don't know it's there, but they got you. When they are setting up the drug sting to catch the drug dealers, and then they catch the people buying the drugs, they flip them to catch the drug dealers, right? They don't tell the drug dealers that they're going to do a sting unless you're an informant. They don't tell anyone that. They go out there and get the job done. They go undercover. Okay. When they are trying to catch the prostitutes and the Johns, they set up undercover operations to catch the guys trying to get the prostitutes. They'll have a female cop dressed like a prostitute to get the guy. They ain't telling the guy, hey, we're undercover. We're going to come and get you. They don't do that. They don't do that, right? When Chris Hansen to catch a predator and they drive up to the house, they don't tell them that all the cops are like out there in the garage. They don't tell them that. They're undercover, right? Now, I knew Pedro would react to the video, and I had to make him, people. Here was my objective. If he can't click there and I am blocked from there, I got to find a way to get up there. So even if I do click a link, if I can, he'll let me up, not just get there. I have to get up on stage. Okay. I have to get up on stage. So what did I do? I used a video, an actual video, and broke it down. Okay. And I used another one for a thumbnail. He told me that, so you lied to your subscribers and the people that follow Hot Facts. I said, no, I did not lie. I did not mislead them. But people, you got to understand this. If I tell my subscribers what I'm doing, Pedro's going to know what I am planning, and I'm not going to be able to get up there. So I have to keep my investigation as what the news is doing for its investigation. What I did do after I cracked it and I got him to come in more, I put my video out manipulating the manipulators, and I broke down exactly what I did. I told Pedro, it's not my fault you did not watch that video. But I'm glad he did not watch the video, because he would not have had me up there, because he was outsmarted. The Roadrunner outsmarted Wile E. Coyote. Okay? Outsmarted him. Bam. I put the video up so my subscribers and people who follow the news station can see This is my investigation. This is how I got up there. But you got to watch this video first, which was the one to get his attention. Okay. Then he left me a comment. Okay. This is the video I put up for you guys after the comment was made. So you guys can go and put it together. And then I'm going to click his link because he has no idea what's going on. He's inscrutable at this point. Inscrutable. He don't know what's going on. I confused his brain. Okay. I did the same thing with UDM. People, I'm not stupid. That's why he said, well, he's not mentally ill and it's not mental health. It's not that. He's just riding my nuts. No, I explained to 7 videos in, he's been on me. All right. So someone's got to be on someone's nuts. I'm just a news channel. It don't matter what's going on. It's going to come through Hot Facts because that's what the network is set up for. Now, Hector. Yeah. Hector, what's your point? Is this that Hector Mello dude that he's a Cancer also, and he went on the lounge and he was like, "Hey, we're Cancers. Our birthdays are right there. I'm a Cancer too. We have more in common than you think." You said, "I love you guys." Then, so that means you have to love me unless you're a hater on yourself, and unless you're just a pure hater of Hot Facts. You can't come back from that. It's actually true. It's Hot Facts. All right. So I got Pedro to do his thing. I let my people see what it is. I got up there. Now, Pedro, like I said, he was inscrutable. He did not know what was going on at all. Now, let's get into this so-called, he said he was going to smash me and have me walk away. Now, you be the judge on who won this. Pedro fell for a trap. That's 1 point for me because he fell for the trap. Okay? He fell for the trap. I had to do so many things to get up there that he's already one down. Okay, he's already one down. He did not know anything that was going on, so he has to be reactive. He cannot just get up there and try to just talk over me and do all this stuff. He has to ask questions because he does not know what's going on. He has to get the information from me, and he has to hold me credible because I have the facts behind it, and it's hot facts. I got 2 points there. Okay, I got 2 points there. All right, I got 2 points. Pedro said, he asked me this. Explain the video. What was the point? When I was explaining to him in real time, I used a video that was actually his. I had his brain going crazy because he can't even think of the videos that he puts out because there's so much garbage coming out his mouth. I made him have to go through his own research, and the video is not old that he did. It's not old, and he knows exactly what video I was referencing to. Okay, here's a big point here. For those of you, if you watch Manipulating the Manipulators, okay, Payback for the Bottom Feeders, you'll notice this when I start the video. When I get into it, I said, Pedro said that this person deserves to get slapped. Okay, I said, now somebody took the order. Somebody is not Pedro. If you guys see, the reason why they write riddles is to see how intelligent some people are. Okay, I said somebody picked up the order. Right after that, I said the video I was referencing in the video is similar to that order. I said, okay, sarcastically, Pedro wanted to slap that person. But in the other video, whoever took that order, that customer deserved to get slapped. Now, right then, people, that's 2 videos that I'm talking about exactly what I'm talking about. If you guys cannot pick up on riddles, that's not my fault. That's not my fault at all. I got to be able to get my stuff out to make sure I can. And the ones who can pick up, that's why they do the New York Times crossword puzzle on Sunday. It's the hardest one. Now, check this out. Pedro says, so you lied? I said, no, I did not lie. I'm telling the truth. Then he had to go think about what video we did: tomato, potato, fries, or whatever else it was. And then he said, so you didn't lie? I said, no, I manipulated you. I said, I manipulated you. He said, so you're a manipulator. I said, I manipulated you. He said, so you lied to manipulate to get up here? I told him, I said, my objective was to get up here. I said, I knew what would get you hot and bothered, and you would do what you did. And I said, look, I'm sitting right here. I said, that's what I did. He said, so once again, you manipulated. He said, so you would manipulate, lie to people for personal gain? Here's my third point. Those are the things that he does. I got him to admit manipulating and doing things for personal gain. I said, and check this out, Viking, this is for you since you can't understand. I said, I glitched you. Viking says, I admitted to using a glitch. I said, I glitched you. And whoever caught that, caught this. He said, he glitched them. Yes, the glitch is manipulating, lying to the people watching, the numbers and everything else out there. When I was trying to get into that, because he said, why? And I said, because of the people that you control. He hit me on mute. Then he kept hitting me on mute. Okay, my fourth point, which puts me on top. He said, obviously, HotFacts wants to talk about something else. My goal was to get up there to let them know how I got up there. My next point was to get into the glitch gate. Let's get into the manipulation. Let's get into the fraud. Let's get into everything, because I was going to ask those questions. He kept muting me because that's what I wanted to do. He ran from that. I won all of my points and my parts. I did what I had to do to get up there. He tried to mute. I made him see that he got tricked and played like a fool. Rolling with red, when you said HotFacts says he has something, or he thinks he has something on the order that Pedro did not do. I got people over there to talk about and put questions in their head. Okay? To put questions in their head. Daphne left me a comment and was like, yeah, but you didn't you that. I said, my reply to her was, you don't get it. So she did that and people liked her comment. I got people questioning now. What's he talking about? And Pedro don't even know. So none of you guys know. So all of you guys found out how well my plan was to get up there. I duped, manipulated, tricked all you guys so I can get up there. That was only step one. Step two, I wanted to get into all that glitch gate and everything. Talk about the numbers and all that stuff. I wanted to get into that. He would not. Cut me off and then said, well, this is what he said at the end, which makes my fifth point and how I won. Watch this. Well, Robert didn't lie. He manipulated. He didn't lie. So out of his own mouth, I did not lie, because he finally realized exactly what I did. I said I used 2 videos on you that are both yours in one. He realized what I did. He said he didn't lie. He manipulated. Those are 5 points that he never saw coming, and he played into them. Bam. Bam. Hector said, just to push their own agenda. Now, here is how I'm going to get you, Hector. When I first came out, when Pedro saw me and got the attention, they said, why does he take a lower amount of orders? Why does he take majority of all of his orders? That was in the heart of No Tip, No Trip. Why does he take all of his orders? And I was explaining about the ratings, and they pair you with the customers. I've been doing this since day one. I'm the only content creator of all of us out here where they can go in from his very first video, and anyone that's out there can go in and check and get valuable information that can help them right now, because ain't nothing changed. So to push my agenda that's exactly why I came in. If you watch my interview with Pedro on his channel, it's got 9.2K views. It was his #1 watch live for about 8 months. Okay. He asked me, what is your point and your focus? I said, my focus is to bring everyone back and to regather everyone, redirect, show them what it is. Now, once you see what it is, you can branch off and do your own thing. He asked me that question a little over a year ago, Hector Mello. You have to understand that this agenda that's out, like when I heard Ron or someone say, someone said, people got to start doing it the new way. Well, if I've been doing it from the jump, how new is it? You guys were blinded and being manipulated by the guy Pedro. I wanted to get into all of this, and he knew that I'm the person that really gave it to him and beat him down. Now, let's get into this part. What he said. He said, I will never go back on his channel. The last time Pedro was on my channel, and if he says I'm lying, then he better, man, that tornado goes swoop that house up. All right. Wizard of Oz land. Check this out. Oh my goodness. It was me and DoorDash Revolution, and Pedro was on there. Now, you guys remember when he switched to positive Pedro. I'm going to give you guys some insight on how that happened. He was doing his negative thing so much, and we were in so much of a super fight that he actually clicked my link. He had a little bit of balls then. He clicked my link, and it almost went left field. But here's what made Pedro click off and run himself off of that live. Okay? Here's what made that happen. We were telling him his content and how the things are changing. His content is not gonna be the content that he needs. Him disrespecting the people, the customers, and the merchants, all that stuff is going to be going down because we interview the merchants. We do interviews with the customers, and we show it here on HotFacts and on the DoorDash Revolutions channel. All what you are saying, you're going to see merchants and managers and customers saying something different than what you are saying. And when I start saying your name in the videos, when they watch, they're going to look you up and see what you're doing. And then that's going to like put a damper on what you say. I said, because if any of the merchants you pick up from knew that you talked to them and did this stuff to them, purposely making their food sit up on their counters so no one picks it up, they would not like you at all. We told him that you're going to have to change your content. Then Revolution hopped in on him and broke his ass down. Broke his ass down so bad. Pedro was getting frustrated. He was moving back and forth like this. He was in his car driving. He stopped. He was moving back and forth. He was so upset that we were telling him that. He couldn't believe that someone was telling him that he's going to have to change his content. Then all of a sudden, people, not too long after that, somehow, remember I did a live about his awakening? You don't know the insides of this. He had an awakening. And when he left, he came back as positive Pedro. He said, I'm going to stop doing the videos for a little while. And then he came back as positive Pedro. That was right after me and the Revolution checked his ass and told him he's going to have to change his content because of what he's doing. Then he went to positive Pedro. We got petty Pedro, positive Pedro, angry Pedro, kick people out of YouTube. Pedro, like when he tried to do the UDM, when he said, we don't need UDM. We can kick him out of here. We don't need him. He's not even good. But now he's saying he's a big dog. Come on now. Somebody is sucking somebody off somewhere because your guys' connection all of a sudden don't make any sense. Hector said, you lied, bro. I did not lie. I got my job done. How you think reporters go in there and get the stories done, man? They got to go in. How you think Bruce Lee got in there? He had to disguise himself as the telephone repairman to get up in there and to get the information. But he's the dude that was going to take them down. So he just should have walked up and said, hey, he gotta scope it out first. Come on, Hector. Come on, Hector. You keep talking about the one video. You're not understanding. that the video individually was put out there to get Pedro's attention while duping him in. But in the video, why this is why Pedro said he did not lie, because I broke down a video that he actually broke down himself in his video. You guys still don't understand the crossover with the videos. You're not that bright then. And that's it. And that's it. And that's it. All right? That's it. So don't be coming up here talking all that nonsense. Pedro came back as positive Pedro. Now, he has multiple personalities, but he talks about mental health. I just went over positive Pedro, regular Pedro, petty Pedro, angry Pedro. Oh, remember hoodie Pedro, and then throw people out of the gig economy and YouTube Pedro. He's got 6 personalities, but he's talking about mental health. When I was done with him up there, he said, well, it's not mental health. He's actually smart. That's what he was saying. So, but he has 6 personalities. 6. He has 6 personalities to manipulate and get you guys in. Okay, 6. That's Pedro. We made him turn positive. And right now he's fighting with himself because he wants to be bad, which he's trying to put in his videos, and he's not monetized. He ain't never cursed that much when he was monetized. Okay. And he's fighting over the fact, do I try to be positive or lukewarm, Pedro, or do I go back? He's fighting with that right now. Revolution and myself on my live, we told him he's going to have to change his content and everything. Right after he said, I'm going to stop doing videos for a little bit, he came back as positive Pedro. Now, I'm not the smartest man, but if you put 1 and 1 together, you're going to get 2. But since it was me in the revolution, it was 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. So there you go. A lot of you guys didn't even know that. We kept that under wraps. We were waiting until we can bring this out. I was trying to bring all of this out while I was on camera with him, so he cannot run from it at all. That was my whole plan, people, to get up there. That was my whole plan. To get in the door and get up there and do this. But as you see, he was going to hit mute the whole time. Now, let's get on to Eli, Coach Eli. And Pedro, don't you ever say people are afraid of you, period. And all you guys that were like, HotFacts is the only one that clicked the link, man, we got A. He backs it up. He backs it up. Pedro, why don't you be clicking his link? He don't care. He'll click yours. He's clicked Roy's. He's going on, clicked on Flexes again. He don't care. He clicks links. They were like, dang, Pedro said all that disrespectful stuff, thinking that they were not going to show up. He thought it was going to be like the last time. But he was like, oh, Robert's back here. Yeah, I have to switch accounts and go in to click the link. I made sure I got up there. My plan was not going to be defeated. Okay? Everyone that was watching was like, dang, we got duped. He duped us. He duped Pedro. He's sitting up there. We all should look stupid right now because he's up there smiling at us and winning. And we didn't know nothing. And he wasn't scared to get up there. He ain't scared of Pedro at all. He don't bite his tongue or anything. Man, hey, just off that alone, we got to, and he brings the facts and he brings a lot of stuff. When he was like, he's probably with his wife in the car doing $2 orders, that's what made me pull over. It was a $15 order for 5 miles. He would have took that order, okay? He would have took that order. And here's how you know he watches my stuff, because that's a lie. You guys see in my community post, I've been putting up the hours on DoorDash, and you see what it is. And I've been putting up my Walmart Spark orders. You guys have been seeing like $25 for like 1.9 miles and stuff like that. Those are definitely not $2 orders. Okay. But he knew, he said he's probably sitting in the car with his wife doing $2 orders, right? So in order to know that I'm doing lives while showing the proof, he has to watch. He said no one watches the channel, people. He lied to you guys again. You guys got to wake up and smell the coffee. Gee whiz. Got to wake up and smell this coffee. It's some good stuff right here. Now, don't you ever say people are afraid of you, Pedro, ever again. And I'm going to tell you why. And Meaty Mom, I think that's your name. You have a child that's autistic. My son, Trey, Robert John Reese III, had the George syndrome. Okay. Chromosome issue there. Okay. He also was born with truncus arteriosus. They have to rebuild his heart a couple times, close the ventricles up, and everything else like that. My wife loves your channel because she can relate. She's cried while watching your channel. Um, so yes, thank you for having something that she can watch out there that takes her away from all this madness that goes on in the gig world. We can relate to that. Now, also, while I'm bringing this up, my son almost died right when he was born. I had to battle through and watch my son almost die 5 times to finally watch my son die in the hospital right in front of me. So Pedro, DoorDash, Santiago, and anybody else out there, if you ever think HotFacts is afraid of anything, guess again. My mom has cancer right now. You think I'm afraid of Goldilocks? Come on now. You think I'm afraid of you? Don't you ever say anyone is afraid of you. Because ain't no one gonna be afraid of anybody that has a Mr. Bet on You tattoo on your thigh. And you know how I know that you have that tattoo on your thigh? Your fiance leaked it out on Instagram because I knew that if I follow her, I'll find some embarrassing things about you. You have that Mr. Bet on You tattoo on your thigh, and it's not on any of your channels or posts. It's only on hers. So no one with a Mr. Bet on You tattoo on their thigh is scaring me at any time at all. Okay. I'm gonna give a big shout out right now to I don't want to mispronounce your name. Brand new channel, young black dude. Um, he only has 12 subscribers. Red Red Glass Wisdom. Yes. Red Glass Wisdom is the name. Red Glass Wisdom is the name. Now, he only has a few videos up. You know when someone's brand new and they don't know how they're going to start doing their videos when they talk. His first like 8 videos, you can tell he was brand new, but then he's better at doing his shorts and everything. He brought up a very, very, very valid point. Well, two, in his area, he was trying to tell the drivers there who are doing DoorDash, if DoorDash is not working for you, cut grass. He cuts grass also. He said, cut grass. He also said this, and I told him I was going to bring it up on my channel, and he subscribed also. He said this, Red Glass Wisdom is the channel. Go check him out. He said this, new black content creator. Look, new black content creator. You guys know how hard it is for us to get our foot in the door to even be up here to speak and do our thing. We have a new young one, and he's up here. He has wisdom, and he knows what he is doing. Okay, he knows what he is doing. He said, now everyone knows that on Uber, depending on what your rating is, you have roadside assistance. They'll come change your tire, put gas in your car. They'll tow you, the whole thing like AAA has. We have that on Uber. Okay. The other day, I left the lights on and the car was dead. And I was like, dang. It's like, man, I got to get a jump right now. Nope. Uber, spam, you get 3 in 1 year. After your third one, you get charged like you get 25% off or something. But you get 3 for free. He said if DoorDash wants the people driving around like that, then they should have roadside assistance, which they should. He said, what if you are thirsty for the money and you are driving and you drop off this order in the middle of nowhere and your car breaks down? DoorDash does not have roadside assistance. If you think DoorDash should have roadside assistance, give a thumbs up, because that will be something anyone can speak about when I say click the link. If DoorDash needs roadside assistance, I think they do. There's a few things that DoorDash needs that they cut out because they know they have the most thirsty drivers out there. All right. So now Pedro calls out Coach Eli. Okay. Said some things I'm not going to get into. I don't know his girlfriend. I don't know, well, he was openly candid about the things. I'm still not going to paraphrase it or I'm not doing any of that. They talk about this man bad. This man does some really, really good things. And all of a sudden, because of everything that's happened and Pedro's been in the middle, and there is a solid group of team now. You know how you got Hannibal, Pedro, the whole rideshare crew. You got UDM over there now. You got the Kim sides, the Sarah Elizabeths, the side hustle addicts, all the people that went to the GitCon. You have all of them, right? You have all of them. Pedro got upset at Eli because with DoorDash sucks, aka gig apps exposed. Dad Dash learned some information from Ricky Knight last night and Ron. Dad Dash. Thomas Schubeck Industries, and I'm going to speak about you right now too. Jeff Thomas Black. Okay. You have Eli. You have Coach Eli. You got the DoorDash Revolution. You got Hot Facts with Robert Reese. You got Uber Jeep AZ. You got Torque. We're 10 strong on people that don't care about the stuff that you guys have been doing. Here's how it all opened up for the people in the gig world because of this. And I'm so glad I met you, Eli. Now check this out. You know how when Pedro puts out a video, Hannibal will do, this is how they paint the narrative. Hannibal will put out a similar video with the same heading. Kim Side Money Plans does it. Rideshare Rodeo does it to try to talk about it to bring the news. And it goes all around the spectrum with all those drivers. All of them are sponsored by like Solo and Buckle. So they're all one group. Okay. They put the narrative out and all on the search engine optimization. When you go ahead and search up things, their videos are going to pop up. Let me show you how great and tell you how great Thomas Schubeck Industries is. From now on out, the whole history of the gig world, Glitchgate is official like the Watergate scandal, like Deflategate in football, okay? Like Spygate in football. Glitchgate is our version here in the gig world. Whenever you think of Glitchgate, one person pops up. It's going to be Thomas Schubeck Industries. So in the search engine optimization, he broke us all free from putting up content that might be smothered from all of them. Okay? That broke us free. Because now, when you type up Glitchgate is being tagged and put up by all the 10 people and more on our side. So now when you just type up Glitchgate, you're going to get all videos from all these other people who are going against the no tip, no trip, speaking against all this corruption. They're all over here. And the reason why all these people on this side don't have videos with Glitchgate, well, just Pedro's, that first one, that's up there, that live stream, that's up there. And Sarah Elizabeth has glitched 2023, but hers is on our side because Thomas made a reaction of it. So that one's over there. Myself's over there. Revolution. All the people I name have tons of videos up there. So now it's an easier way so people can actually go ahead, listen from two sides and put it together. Thomas Schubeck Industry did that for all of the gig content creators out there. When they say, what have you done for the gig world? Let me tell you what he has done for the gig world, since everyone thinks he has not done anything for the gig world. He's done a great thing. Broke away so people can actually have their own content to be creative. Put a new catchphrase and tag up there of content that can go up there. Now, as you see from Glitchgate, you guys saw how Mr. Flex made the mistake by using all three phones in his car. He talked about how he uses the glitch and everything. Well, that manipulation with the three phones is DoorDash's next problem. Now, Glitchgate plus whatever scam with the apps is going in. Now that makes different categories for these videos that we are bringing out, which helps out the other content creators out there put this stuff out, and it's going to help them get more views, more subs, and everything else. And they are not following under that same umbrella that was trying to keep them submerged the whole time. That's what Thomas Schubeck Industry did for the gig world. You say, what did Jeff Thomas Black do for the gig world? Let me tell you what this dude did for the gig world. He made delivery driving for dummies. You know how they have those books, cooking for dummies and stuff. Delivery driving for dummies. He ran all of his case studies and everything on himself, even with what can happen with your car malfunctioning, living in the middle of nowhere where you can't even get your car parts. He did that for the gig world, so people who live in those areas will not go through that same thing that he did. All of this content that we are putting out right now, this guy writes a book. Pedro said he's been writing a book for 20 years. Do you know how many writers were writing books their whole life before they even put it out? But now all of this information is going to be going into his book. Sin City Deliveries, on how he is like super fraud. That's all this stuff was not going to be in his book. But now all of this came out. Now it makes his book more intriguing. Now it's going to bring more delivery drivers to want to read the book, to get the full thing. You know how they made that delivery driver gig movie? Well, this is going to be the actual book with not fictional characters. These are actual real characters and people who are doing the things actually in the book. And instead of going to buy a movie that's going to be replayed, you can get up here on YouTube and go click the actual video and get it there. This is going to help a lot of drivers out there. They're going to have something to reference back to, a book of choice to get back on the right track. Some people like things like that. That's what Jeff Thomas Black is doing for the gig world. And he's challenging the mental stability of a lot of these people out there. He's having conversations with you guys and making fun of you guys right to your face, and you guys don't even get it. He's showing us how naive you guys are also. He's helping out people who are watching your guys' videos. He is doing that. Thank you. Coach Eli, thank you for going live right after that, because you were like, I'm not going on there. I'm going to do it right now. And I bet Pedro was watching. I bet he was. Pedro said that he doesn't watch these channels, but he knows about us. Pedro admitted to you guys that he's also a troll. Thank you. Thank you. Look, now Uber Jeep, Kim might just be Kim. Now, here is how this goes. We all hear and see on TV how they publicize that women have a hard time working around a bunch of men. They feel like they can't speak up and get their voice out and things like this. If she's working with all those men and this is the agenda that they have going on, how is she going to get her point across to even speak up? And if you don't speak up, that means that they have doused your flame, so you won't. So you are going with the program. That's how that works there. That's how that works there. You got to have an opinion about something. You got to. Thank you, Coach Eli, for standing up for yourself. Giving people facts about the dude who tried to bash you because you found a community within a community that you feel comfortable in. Okay? I thank you for accepting us. Thank you, because I accept you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Sin City Deliveries. Clicked on there. Let's mosey on down to him, people. You know how I break these things down. Sin City gets up there, and they have this conversation. Both of them were just, Pedro was trying to get Sin City to say some things so that he gets in trouble in the public eye. Sin City was throwing stuff back at him to get Pedro to talk. They were both agreeing on all the other stuff. Listening to them speak was you listening to Pedro admit to everything while talking to Richard. Richard said, you know, when you made that $2,000 in that week, well, you could have made this much by using it. Pedro was like, oh, no, I never thought about that. You a damn lie. You know you thought about that. You know you were using it. Now, you know how I gave you guys a riddle on how I did my videos? I did my videos as the actual riddle. Viking told me you must be using the glitch because you talked about the Duh app. Well, I have an Android. My wife has an iPhone. Her rating is so high, and she's on all the programs. It doesn't even make any sense. She gets cash tips all the time on DoorDash too, which you guys say don't happen. That's one thing there. I'm not on DoorDash. She is. I don't use the glitch. Now here's the riddle that I solved so quick on how I knew how you can quantify or put a number on how much money someone can make by using the glitch. If you force stop your phone, okay, you can program the Duh app to grab what order you want to use. So once you're back up and running on DoorDash, the first order that you're going to cherry pick for is going to be the one that's coming from the Duh app. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. That's how I was able to put together how you can put a number and see how much you can actually make by using the glitch. Instead of saying, well, you can just make this much. No, you can actually put a number on it. And that's why they use the driver utility helper app. Okay. Flex uses it, he knows. That's how you can cherry pick without like looking at every order. It's going to cherry pick the order for you. And all you have to do is keep force stopping. Once you have that Duh app on, it's easy. It's so easy. All you gotta do is keep force stopping so that you don't take that whatever. Just keep force stopping it, man. And then look, Sin City and Ron was speaking about the other way of the glitch too. But Pedro and Sin City set up there, and those two right there in Sin City had about 329 people in his live today. Coincidentally, you know, his numbers have gotten up there to get that. He's got 6,000 subs. Said he's making all this money. Okay. Now, for someone like me to start from scratch, from no subs, to be where I am and to get it done without manipulating people, my man's got 6,000 subs, but did all this manipulating and cheating that he got 6,000 subs. I got 11.5. I don't mean to get on my brother, but Dashing Trader was like, I see what HotFacts is doing. I can do it too. He had it going the right way until he started doing his other stuff. His subs are growing, but he would have hit the 10,000 subs way faster if he would have kept his way he was grinding. All right. Richard had 329 people in there, 6,000 subs, and he was speaking softly, trying to finesse the game. Just because you speak quiet, don't make what you did like okay. He said he never took money from people. Bernie Madoff never took money from people. He said he does guitar lessons for 65 bucks an hour. My personal training was, first of all, it was a sliding scale depending on what you can afford. But off the top, if someone was coming in for something like just regular, it's $100 a session. Sin City deliveries. My nutrition plan is 250 just by itself. That's without training. Okay. You did not go forcefully and do this, but you said you had like 300 something people on your Discord, like 700 people or something. You were charging 40 bucks. I know everyone that joined the Discord did not pay the 40 bucks. We don't know how much you made, but we can see that you made a pretty good amount of money. So you took money from people um, who pretty much they know it's out there. They're going to stop using it because they don't want to get deactivated. Um, You got that. And another thing is, we don't know what content creators signed up to his Discord. Richard, Sin City Deliveries. I would like to know what content creators signed up to your Discord and paid 40 bucks. I would like to know that. I think everyone in the gig world would like to know that answer right there. How many content creators signed up for your Discord and paid 40 bucks? Those are going to be people that got the glitch. Let's see, since he said I cheated. Let's see if he does. Remember, Jose Canseco said I cheated, and he told on everyone. Okay, I would like to know that. But you took money from a lot of people, man. You took money from a lot of people for this reason here. I know you got super chats and all type of other stuff, right? There are people that's like, I'm not gonna pay 40 bucks for some training on DoorDash when, first of all, I'm a customer service manager. Now, I'm not talking about me, just someone in general. I'm a customer service manager. I'm also co-head of sales. I drive already. I don't need to pay 40 bucks for me to understand business. And I have a business cert. I have a business cert. I have one of those too. Why do I got to pay 40 bucks? Well, the people that are not paying 40 bucks may send in a super chat thinking you may give them some information and you don't. Okay? You're taking money from that person. Okay? You're taking money from that person. So someone wants to ask you a question, super chat it up there. You don't even get to it. Took that money away from them. All this goes into miscellaneous. Miscellaneous income still counts as your income. That's why it's there on your taxes. Miscellaneous. Okay? There are other ways to get money from people, okay, without taking it. Look at pastors and preachers and out there. Look at Catholic priests. They taking all this money. They taking all this money to mess with little boys. They taking all this money to mess with little boys. They ain't going to take it from you, but they still go take it from you. That was the point I was making there, people. You can take money any kind of way you want to. The dishonest way is the dishonest way. Don't do it like that. Look at how long it's taken these channels to grow their numbers and subs and everything. that have been using the glitches and cheating and manipulating, and just use my channel as the example. Look at how fast mine has grown, and it keeps growing every day. A lot of these people that are cheating and everything wish they can get 3,000 views a day, every single day. I'm not cheating and doing it, but they're cheating to do that stuff. Use my channel as an example that if you put in hard work and determination, utilize your skill set, know every attribute about yourself, believe in your heart, you can do it without cheating. Anyone can. And to prove it, I'm the only gig content creator that said if anyone would like to help on their business to business interpersonal skills, I said we can do live role plays here on Hot Facts. No one's ever even offered that. That's real help. That'll help them get over the hump in some of the restaurants that they stand back in. They say, oh no, this restaurant, oh, they speak to me weird. This will help them out in those situations. We help the gig world, not tear it down. We help it. Sin City right now had no choice but to do his live and say, I cheated. There's nowhere else to go but do it. You have no, man, Glitchered. Look, check this out. Glitchered is as official as Glitchgate. Thomas Schubeck created that also. He created two things in the search engine optimization that he created that separates a group of people from another group of people. That's pretty brilliant to me. He didn't let the gates open. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. Pedro DoorDash Santiago said, and I was watching it, trying to see what the lounge was trying to say about me. So I was watching the lounge and watching Pedro while the lounge were watching Pedro. And Pedro said, oh, I killed him. He came up here and you're watching Hot Facts with Pedro DoorDash Santiago. How does it feel that I can do it better than you? Well, I went over everything and I smashed you out, had you guys looking stupid. You cannot do Hot Facts with Robert Reese. That's why you can't do it. You can't even get a business to vouch for you on a video. I got over 180 that vouches for me and say you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. I got the mayor of the city saying you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. How many times, Pedro, have you gone into the Kia Car Pro, shoot a commercial, and ring their bell for them so all the gig content creators can see? And you work out a bird dog situation to where you're selling cars on the side without even working at that place. Come on now, Pedro. Come on now. Come on now. Let's go ahead and keep this real. You can't do Hot Facts. When you guys see me doing my food reviews and everything else like that, I get that food for free. Except for the Waba Grill. All that other food, they give it to me for free so I can do the review, because those people, you guys may say, well, look, that didn't get that many views over here. Well, it does on Instagram and Facebook, and that's where they are. I'm trying to introduce them to YouTube because they don't have one. I'm networking with them like that. I get free food, I critique their food, and I put it out there because once they check my views, they say, dang, you got a lot of views. People really follow you. That's how you know you have people that watch you, not Pedro saying, and no one watches his channel, when clearly on Social Blade and people that do that stuff with me, they do that when they see that you have the views and you have the followers and subscribers. You just can't walk up there. Like right now, Bud Soda can't walk up there and just get that. And Bud Soda, I got something for you right now. You were in that damn chat and you said, and it was based upon on how me and my wife make our money. You said they would you say? You said they take advantage of Prop 22. No, you said that they milk Prop 22. Bud Soda, the link is up there. The floor is yours. I would like for you, where you live, to tell me what is milking Prop 22. You tell me, since you know what milking Prop 22 is, you put a video up, go on Pedro's, because he'll let you on up, go on Pedro's and explain what milking Prop 22 is. I would love to know myself. I would love to know what milking Prop 22 is. Pedro came out here and did an order. He saw that Prop 22 is not inside your order when you're picking them up. That comes the next week after. Rideshare Hustler came out here to try it and he ain't never left. Go figure. I want you to tell me now, Bud Soda, these are two people with a whole bunch of subs. I want you to even ask Pedro. There's no milking Prop 22. When we refer to milking Prop 22, okay, that's when, like, late at night and the drive-through is long. You know how normally people will say the line is long, I'm not going to wait here? Well, we don't do that here. We wait in the line because we're getting paid for our active time. That's not milking the clock. That's waiting in line because the insight's closed. So Bud Soda, that's milking the clock. Now, I would love to hear what your definition of milking the clock was. Please let us all know. Please let us all know, Bud Soda. I would love to know. You were in that chat doing that. You were in that chat doing that. I can work with people in the gig world who would like to step into doing food reviews and things like that and getting other stuff out there like that. You can do that. I thought when Pedro said he's probably, on top of $2 orders, we don't get those here. The only time $2 comes is if it's an add-on and they're gonna say it's going like 0.5 miles for extra $2. That's it. We just don't get those like that. That is crazy. That is blasphemous right there. That's crazy. But I thought Pedro was gonna say, what's he doing? Delivering food, doing a food review? Is he interviewing people? Is he talking to customers? Is he filming the animals? There's so many things he could have said. I thought he was gonna just, name a couple. Pedro, you got to show my versatility, man. You got to show that if you go talk, and you got to. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad you did let me up, because it allowed everyone who watches your channel to see how bad I duped your ass. And you couldn't say nothing but listen to how I did it. And you pretty much made yourself look bad. Now, when I told you the title of the video I put up, I thank you, because a lot of people went to go watch that video, and I've been getting positive feedback on how I did it. So they now see how dumb you look. One more point on you. You said he talked about UDM. You damn right I did. Okay. Now, for those of you who don't know, UDM is one of the handful of Black content creators here. We gotta try to stick together, but somehow they don't want to. What I said about UDM, Pedro, was that he can't get mad at Thomas Schubeck for saying he's getting emails and threats and all this stuff for harassment. I told UDM, I get that from Pedro's people. And when I did the interview with you, I got that from your people. So there is no way that you can get up there and try to use that. That's what I said, Pedro. I also said that he knew about the glitch because of Cherry Pick. Okay? That's what I said. I also said that UDM told the people the truth. Your acceptance rate matters. The Diamond Platinum program, he said, if your rating is not this, you cannot get this. If yours fall here, you don't get this. He broke all of that down. I talked about how he comes through with information that helps people. I said, if you need to listen to him, go ahead and listen to him and not the rest of that nonsense. So that's what I said about UDM, Pedro. And everyone, remember how I did the analysis and I broke down that glitch gate live with Torp and all them on it? You see, he did not say anything yesterday about my analysis and breakdown of that, because it was accurate and it was spot on. It was spot on. That's why he did not have anything about my analysis and breakdown of that. He had something to say over something that made his eyes cross and his brain get screwed up because he didn't know what the hell was going on. People, I forced him to give me an invitation to his party because he was refusing me in. He told the bouncers don't let me in. He told everybody. I tricked him so bad that I made him sign the check that I can cash using his money. That's how bad I duped him. I acme'd him. I acme'd him. A lot of you guys got to understand how this goes. He also said to you guys, he might have did it for entertainment. You know, we are up here for entertainment. I did it for my entertainment. I did it for the entertainment of the people that support Hot Facts because they know what I'm talking about. That was humor for them. It was humor for people that was sitting on the fence. It was humor for them because they were like, oh, this is funny. I didn't know this. Man, I should have known this a long time ago. It was humor for them. There were fence jumpers that now understand, you know what? Everything may not be good that they're saying. Some of the stuff might be good, but it's more positive over here and great. I can still get some information from over there. Pedro told you guys when I told you guys it's not dollar to mile, it's dollar to mile plus dollar to time. He said I can't even hate on that. You know, yeah, he ain't lying to y'all people. I can't hate on that. In front of all of his people, I made him not hate on me on his own live by breaking something down. That's point number 7 on how I beat him. He may think he won by saying, well, I kicked him off and he was not able to get into all of this stuff on my live. But everything else he was able to do. So I wasn't able to do nothing after that, but just try to say he lied. But then I said he's not lying. He manipulated. And he said out of his own mouth, yes, he manipulated me. And he said that he glitched me. And it doesn't feel very good. So all you guys go back and check it out. And I'm so glad all the videos are out there because now people can actually see how I duped you and all that. And the reason why I had to go to those measures there, he would text me on the phone and then he'll block me. Same exact thing. I can't text him to say, send me the link. Cannot do it. He'll talk trash and everything and run. He will not come. All that stuff. He does all this stuff. It's been going on for a long time. So all you people who are brand new watching, like Welty, you're getting a whole bunch of game now. I've been slapping this dude around like this for over a year and some change now. And it was never going to happen. I had to actually put on disguise clothes, go in, do all of this, manipulate it so I can get to where I got to get. Okay? A lot of you guys have seen the Shark Tank and how they do their thing, and you've seen The Apprentice with Donald Trump. You know when he sends those teams of celebrities out there, they have a lot of pull with people and they go and get jobs done fast. But when you watch it with just the regular street people and they have executives versus the street people and they say, well, you got to get this job done. And it comes to a point in time where the obstacle might be a little bit too great. And someone says, I know exactly what I'm going to do. They did what they did. They got behind the doors, got the signature they needed, brought it out so that they can win that task. You have to do that sometimes, people. As a business person, you have to understand your rivals, your competitors. You have to understand your competitors. If I'm going to sell TVs, right, I'm not going to put my prices higher than my competitor. I'm going to put it as an equal price or a lesser price, or tell them we'll price match and give you the difference off also. Okay? You got to know what prices they're putting their stuff at. You got to know if you guys are getting product from the exact same supplier. You got to know all of this stuff, people. And when you figure all that stuff out, you can start to create plans to get things done. I hope you guys have been watching and paying attention. This is the official news channel of the gig world. This ain't no stupid channel. We see gig drivers doing stupid things, but this ain't no stupid channel. The link is up there if anybody wants to click. I'm going to sit for a little bit. The link is up. If not, we going to let it go, and that's going to be on it. But I'm going to go ahead and let it sit. If anybody wants to click the link, if anybody wants to share some wisdom, if anybody wants to give a shout out, anything like that, it is yours. The floor is yours. Now, said $2 on singles in Texas, man. That's crazy right there. That's crazy. That's crazy right there. Oh, it almost, damn it. Flex, you thought you were going to escape. Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, you thought you were going to escape this, Flex. You thought you were going to escape this, Flex. I got somebody here. Let me see. Sam Lee. All right, let me put Sam on the stream. Flex, I got something for you, man. I got something for you, Flex. The other day, Flex, you were talking to, like, I think it was like Necro or someone, and you said this. Why is he calling out Pedro? You know, he calls people miserable human beings and stuff. I say all this bad stuff about him. Why is he not calling out me? Flex, thank you for begging for me to try to call you out. Bruh, that's not how you do it, Flex. Don't try to say, why is he not calling me out? I don't have to. I don't have to at all. You also made a comment and said, oh, he didn't want to talk about me because I'm in a super metro area. You're weird. There's other people that do content and do news, and they talk about the other, the other markets, and they use metro, super, they use all that stuff. So you just got to wake up. But Flex, don't ever show that you are jealous of someone by saying, why won't he come talk about me? Don't ever do that again. I just had to let you know, don't do that. You did not escape. You did not escape from that, Flex. What's up, Sam Lee?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, the money in San Francisco and like the money out here, it's basically the same with the Prop 22 and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even here, even though some of the orders that's like last night I took an order like $7, 7 miles. Dude, it's still the same pay. Like, you drive a little more miles. Actually, with like all this stuff, like the miles is kind of the same, you know, like 150, 250 miles a day, and you make the same every week. Like, the best thing to do in California is to like move to the cheapest city that is metro. So like Bakersfield, Fresno, Victorville, those are all large population places where it's like very cheap living. Those are the best places to dash, like, in my opinion.
Great information, people. For those of you who do not know, Sam Lee and I share a market, and we share the same market. So Sam is someone out here that goes out there before Prop 22. He's going to get anywhere from $1,800 to about $2,100 every week. On how he drives, depending on if he wants to, lay low on DoorDash or go do a curry or something else like that, or you know what I mean. That's how that varies there. He is someone that, first of all, is not using any glitch or anything else like that. And on top of that, he makes more than all of these content creators who are out there talking all that stuff. And they refuse to listen to him. They say we should not listen to him, but they say follow the money. So if someone is making more money than you, wouldn't you want to hear how he's making that much without Prop 22? That's what I would think. But obviously, that's not what it is. We got people that are sucked into fakeness. So there you go. There you go there. Now,
yeah, I think there's probably a couple of content creators that make more money than me, but they're probably doing other things. Like, Rideshare Hustler, he talked about that one guy. I forgot his name, but he mentions him a lot. He makes a lot of money with Lyft.
Oh, you're talking about he's in LA. He's in LA. That guy you're talking about is in LA. I for I forget his name because the DoorDash Revolution knows exactly who he is because that's how I start watching his stuff. Yeah, he goes out there and does Lyft, and then he does he has some cargo vans too, stuff like that. So yeah,
Oh yeah, that guy Gig Geezer. That Gig Geezer, he's making a lot of money.
yeah. People, Gig Geezer is another person that does it and makes the money. Black community, we got to come together, man. We can't be separated like that. We can come together with some real good stuff. I have I have some information and some news that I'm going to be putting up right now for you guys. Um, I'm going to be actively calling in to local news stations and pretty much pitching that I have important information about income, financial, and it's happening in the gig world. I'm going to see who wants to hear the story. I can break it down so hot facts can actually appear on local news channels, giving what's going on in the gig world, so they can see. Well, they're stealing money and all this stuff, so now it can be hit on a larger level. I'm going to be going on different news channels on YouTube, and I'm going to be letting them know I have some information and some news that I think will be valuable for your audience. And I'm going to break the news to them. And it's going to be coming from Hot Facts. So this is going to be my next phase of Hot Facts. I'm going to be actively seeking and going out, calling and trying to get this glitch gate and this story out there about how much money is really being made in the gig world. I'm going to be doing this to see if I can get this story out. It's going to start small with a local, whatever local city paper it is, and then go from there, network their resources there. They may know someone that works at a different news place, and then branch it off from there. And I'm going to be doing that on YouTube also. I have a question for the Information Man Show. Thank you for the shout out that you did. I would love to have the opportunity to get on there and answer some questions from you on your show, so that people can actually hear a little bit more on your side. You did a very great job on breaking it down. You let the people know how DoorDash and these companies are taking advantage of people. I would love to get a little bit more, give a little bit more insight on your channel if that is possible. I'm asking you that there. So let me know, and we'll try to figure that out there. Um, Coach Eli, you said hopefully I can get up there one day on your panel. Hopefully, we can make that happen. Also, Jeff Uber Jeep AZ, we already know we have. We're gonna work on our date that we have. Dad Dash, also, I want to be able to get you in also. And Brian, DoorDash sucks. I would love to because this is the closest we have been since I've been on YouTube in the gig world, and we're together now. So I would love to get have a conversation with you here on Hot Facts also. So go ahead and get that stuff done for the people, because the people know I'm gonna go ahead and ask those questions. I've been on for an hour and 31 minutes, people. I took a long enough break right there. I gotta get up in here in Walmart, try to get me a shopping order for about 30 bucks. Hopefully, I ain't gotta go no more than 3.5 miles, 4 miles. I'm gonna get up in there and get that. Thank you for everyone that participated. Thank you guys for getting rid of people. Or talking to people in the chat who were talking crazy. Moderators, if you are a moderator in my channel and you guys see how I operate, you see the respect level from the people and everything else like that. If someone is coming in deliberately trying to troll and do things like that, you have the authority 100% to kick them out of the live. That comes from me. Okay, if someone is coming in deliberately trying to be a troll and say things that are just blasphemous and making you cross your own eyes, you can throw them out of the actual live. Okay, we don't need them to be in disrespecting. Now, don't have a quick trigger finger. Okay, If I see it, I'll let you know. Get rid of that person. But as a moderator, I give you the respect and give you the judgment for you to do that. That's why everyone on my channel does not have a wrench. Only specific people have a wrench so the job can get done. Okay. I hope everyone loved the show today. Sam, give the people some last words, man.
Yeah, nowadays, people can't even say what they feel. They're just going off what the majority of people are doing. You cannot really have their own opinions about stuff. So that's why you see everybody, dude. Even if Pedro's wrong, people will support him. Like he's like calling the customers names and all that, call them miserable and all that shit. Dude, that's not correct. You're not supposed to do that. The customer didn't call the driver a miserable person. Why the hell is the driver? He didn't even do the order. How does he know that it's bad?
Exactly. That was just his opinion. And it's just like you said, there's places where people can't even say their opinion. People, this is hot facts. This is opinions. We look at things and we have opinions, okay? Uh so it is what it is. You cannot get mad over someone's opinion, especially if it's a news chat channel. And hopefully everyone else out there knows that, like, we don't go here on Hot Facts to go pick on people at all. If the videos show up, it's gonna hit the news. So they've never had a news channel. So if you don't want to be on the news for something dumb, for us to have the opinion on it, then don't do it, because we will have an opinion on it. And you can come on Hot Facts and get your rocks off, okay? But you got to know, you can't be up here cursing a whole lot, doing all that other stuff. You got to show that you have a pretty decent vocabulary. You got to show that you have that, and you got to make sure that you have some respect. Outside of that, bring your butt on up here, okay? There's live streams that I have where I have said, some bad words, and they still have a green on them with in the studio, because of the message that is going through the live. The advertisers saying, yes, we can put that on there. It's how you bring it across and present it, people. You got to understand that. Now, my final word is for Torp. Torp, I know you're having a tough time saying that you don't want to go and get monetized. You don't want to run ads. I'm telling you this, Torp. If I were you, I would monetize myself, not run ads on anything. I would just have super chat. So you can get the super chat and throw up Cash App so you do not have to run ads. That's how you can still be monetized, Torp, and you can still gain some money because you have a lot of people that love your opinions. That's why Pedro was mad at you. You have an opinion. Don't let that dude steal from you. Get monetized. Don't put ads on any video at all. Just use the super chats so you can gain your money like that. Those are my final words. Thanks everyone for stopping by. You have been watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese, the official news channel of the gig economy. We out of here like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2. We go listen to my theme music. Hold up. Make sure you like,
baby.